Hey everyone. So a little fun fact is I'm partnering with Cantrip Candles for a couple of, videos, and I thought I'd do a kind of walkthrough of their new botany collection. Now, the botany collection isn't new, but the candles that they've added are new. They're very fall Halloween themed and stuff like that. So I thought there's a big box of candles. Trust me, it was a lot. Whenever they're like, hey, we're gonna send you all these candles, I said, oh, okay. So yeah, I figured this would be like the perfect little intro for y'all if you're wanting to try out some Cantrip candles. So it is the Botany Poison Garden collection. They have 3 different scents. They have hemlock, they have foxglove, and then they have nightshade. And yeah, the packaging is gorgeous. The junk journaler in me wants to just like deconstruct this box and like use every little part of it. It's like, let me have this wax seal, please. But yeah, I made my mom smell them before I smelt them. I haven't smelt them yet. But yeah, like every part of the packaging is so beautiful. It has all of the different parts, like the different fragrances and notes that you're going to smell from them. Also, like a little fun fact about the plant that the candle is based on. Now, even though they're the poison collection, there's no actual poison plants in them. It's just, to give the look and feel. But yeah, okay, so nightshade, slight floral musk, and vegetative undertones. So that's cool. Oh, I love that. I love this. Okay, so let's smell nightshade. And it's like belladonna, Ooh, this, okay. Let me see. Oh, I love that. It's very like subtle floral. It's not like in your face, I'm gonna punch you with a rose type of floral. It's like a floral that's got like a little bit of, I say decay, but like it's like that like overripe flower type of smell. Like it's kind of on the way whenever like a flower is about to go out and it's like, hey, I'm gonna put off this weird scent. That's what I smell. And it smells so good. I bet it smells really good burnt. So we'll have to burn this. This smells really nice. The next one is foxglove. So I didn't know foxglove was poisonous. I knew it was like, a little controversial, but I didn't know that. Subtle and delicate with honey undertones. Ooh. Okay. I love that. Native terrain, mountains and forest. Okay. They're a spring summer type of floral. So yeah, again, like love this. Like look at this wax seal. Oh, for the O. Love that. And like all the wax seals are different colors. So like nightshade is purple, foxglove is white, and then hemlock is green. Okay, so love that. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is like, I can smell like the honey. It smells sort of grass like a big, okay, if you go to like an apiary out in the middle of the country, this sounds so freaking weird, but I've been to a few apiaries out in the country and like there's this smell of just like tall grass and like different plants that they have. That's what it smells like, and it smells so good. Ooh, I love that. And then like, yeah, it's just a subtle grass smell. It's not like fresh mowed grass, but it smells like summer tall grass. It sounds really weird for me to say it that way, but like, yeah. Okay, foxglove. I love that. Ooh. Ooh. And then last is hemlock. Hemlock, fun fact, historically was used as a way to like murder people in a way. I think all of these were used to murder people, but Plato, I think it's Plato, used it whenever he was put to death. He drank hemlock. So yeah, that's fun. So yeah, hemlock. And a lot of people are like, hey, by the way, hemlock, not like a lot of people put like little flowers on their things. They're like, hey, don't put those flowers on your cakes and your cupcakes and things like that. You might be putting hemlock on your stuff. So I love seeing that. Slightly bitter with carrot seed undertones. I like carrots. I don't think I've ever smelled carrot seed before. Ooh, okay. I can understand the bitter that they're talking about. Okay, because it hits, it's a little sharper. It's a little sharp. Oh, I love this though. It smells really, really good. Okay. Ooh, I love that. But again, none of these are made with the actual plants that they're based on. It's just to give the look and feel. But yeah, I just want to say thank you, Cantrip Candles, for sending me so many candles. I have so many candles. I got the box and I just kept unpacking candles, and my mom was like, how many candles did you order? I was like, I didn't order them. They sent them to me. But yeah, so yeah, this is there are 3 new candles for the botany, the botany poison garden collection. So yeah, check them out. Go to cantripcandles.com. Get yours today. You can get them individually or in a bundle. I totally suggest a bundle. But yeah, now I'm gonna go get into a witchy mood, and maybe I'll probably, I kind of like the hemlock. I kind of might want to burn some hemlock. So anyways, see ya. Hello and welcome back to After the Table, a TTRPG podcast. 'Tis I, your favorite variety content creator and drag queen, Shelly Von Miller, and yeah, we're on episode 13, which I think is just amazing, because I think 13 is a very lucky number, and we have some amazing people whenever it comes to episode 13s. Speaking of amazing people and people who make a lot of things on the internet, this episode's guest is a variety streamer, a TTRPG performer, and producer over at Taletell Hearts, and honestly, one of my favorite vigilantes on screen. Welcome to the table, Calamity. Hello, Calamity.
Hello. Hi. Yeah, I'm Calamity, she, they, and I do all those things you said.
You're like, and you already introduced me.
You already got it, honestly.
Yes. Honestly, there you go. Like, I always leave it up to people to, like, you know, add more. But yeah, that's yeah, it's one of those things. Like
you said everything.
You're like, I'm here. Hey, how you doing? I love that so much. So okay, you make a variety of content online, to include gaming on Twitch, where you actually use a VTuber instead of like, I hate the word, but flesh tuber. Like, just it's people in the VTubing community use flesh tubing, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. But what made you decide to kind of go? Because APs you use your face, streaming you use a VTubing or a PNG tuber. Why the difference, I guess?
Honestly, chronic illness. It just makes it
Real.
easier for me to kind of like make sure I go online a little more consistently when I do use the PNG tuber. So even if I'm not having the best like body day, I don't have to like push myself to you know, get ready and like do all the face stuff. Though with APs, I can like plan it out a little more. I know when it's gonna pop up. And I can kind of gauge that a little better than I can with streaming. So yeah, and schedule, because sometimes my schedule is all over the place. So it just helps me be able to be a little more consistent with that. Um, yeah, and also I've learned that it's less tiring, so I can stream longer when I have the PNG tuber. So yeah.
You don't have to put on that much of like a persona, I guess. I don't
Yeah,
know.
like you have to be like on, and I know me, like if I zone into something, especially like a video game, I will RBF so hard. People are
Same,
like, "Are you not
same.
having
I'm
a good
like,
time?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm having the best time."
I have to actually force myself to talk to like
Mm,
make sure I don't have a RBF all the
mm-hmm.
time, because I will just be like,
Yep. Just,
I'm Minecrafting right now.
I'm having the
Cool.
best time.
I'm
You
peaking.
wouldn't know.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like I'm enjoying myself. I just know at some point at some point my face just like goes into like the natural mode of
hmm Yeah.
yeah. That's why I have for raids. I have Dean screaming whenever from Supernatural.
Okay.
Because one, I get it. Same with you. I get into the zone and I just like I'll zone out and like be like, eh.
Mm.
But as soon as I get a raid and I hear that thing, I'm like, okay, hi
Good
everyone,
morning.
hello, hi, how's it going? Hi. I swear,
That's
we're having a good time here.
that's a really good idea. Actually, I should get a more
I
job.
scare myself.
It's actually for
Screw.
me.
Yeah, it's actually for me. Screw chat scaring me. It's and everybody's like, why is the alert so loud? I'm like, well, it's for me. It's for me. Do you have a favorite alert that you have on your, or do you have like specialized alerts on your stream?
I used to. I used to when I was streaming a little more frequently. I don't anymore. We used to have like a pirate theme going on, so there was just a lot of pirate stuff happening at one point, which I kind of miss. It was fun, but I actually haven't gotten into like anything like new theme wise. So yeah, right now they're kind of generic right now.
You're like, it's okay right now. How did you come up with like the concept of your PNG tuber?
Mm. I just kind of wanted it to be my face, but like I don't know, maybe a little more like idealized in a way, because like, will I always have perfect eyeliner? No, but my PNG tuber will.
Exactly.
So yeah, I didn't want it to look too far from me. So when people do see my face, it's not like jarring. Because I did actually have to. I used to be like a full-on like, VTuber, and I had a VTuber who was very different. Like they were literally purple. But yeah. So I think this one is kind of like, okay, I want like, because I know I do the tabletop stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want people to go, oh, okay, there they are, instead of like, I don't know who is this person. So yeah.
You're like, it's someone that I like.
They're here somewhere.
Exactly. But you also have used your PNG tuber a couple times while doing AP performances. How has that helped, I guess,
Mm.
or have you had any issues whenever that came up?
No, the times that I've had to use it have actually been like really accessible, and like people involved really were helpful with getting that going. And it helped in just like kind of that like I enjoy, facially being on during APs, but that's why like after like 3 hours, I'm like, I'm beat. I have to go lay down. Because it is a lot of like making sure that I'm portraying facially like what the character is expressing, especially. So in those situations when I do have to use the PNG tuber, it helps kind of make up for that. Because they kind of like look more like the character typically, depending on what I'm doing. Um, and that way I can kind of take some of that work off myself, especially if I'm having a lower spoon stay, and I'll be able to give like more without having to like think about my face. It's like one less thing to think about if I'm having like a day where I'm like already sore, or like sitting up is really hard and things like that. So yeah.
And that's, yeah. I've been thinking about making a PNG tuber for those days that I'm just like, and I tried to use, it's one of those free programs, and I was like, I don't know, I because I used, oh gosh, I what is it, the I can't remember the website, but like you can make like little OC characters, and like there's like the random and I can't remember what it's called.
Pit Crew.
Yes, Pit Crew. I used like a
Yes.
Pit Crew to make it,
That's right.
and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
I just use my
just
little Pit Crew right now.
makes sense. I was trying to make it to where like it moved whenever I was talking, and like I was like, maybe I'll just put the picture up and call it a day. I'm a grandma sometimes whenever it comes to technology. I'm just like, yes, there's a new app that I should use. What programming do you use for yours?
So with the specific Pit Crew that I used, I was able to get like a pretty accurate mouth open and mouth closed picture. So I made like both, downloaded both, and then I used Discord Reactive, which is a site where you're like, this is the talking one, this is the not talking one. And so when you're talking, and you like go into like a little voice channel in Discord, and it'll like bring up your PNG tuber, with like the browser source, and it'll like when you're talking, it'll have the mouth open one, and when you're not, it'll do the mouth closed one. So yeah, it's pretty effective, and it's nice and easy too. I don't have to think.
Oh, that sounds way easier than the program that I was using. They're
My
like, you
goodness.
have to have 4 different things where it's like mouth open, eyes open, mouth closed,
Ooh.
eyes open, mouth open, eyes closed, mouth closed, eyes closed. And I was like, okay.
That's a lot.
Because it uses your like camera instead of your voice to activate it. So it sees like whenever you blink or whenever you have your mouth open. And I'm like, Grandma ain't got the spoons to deal with that.
I don't know if I have the spoons to deal with that. That's a lot.
That's I give it up for those who have like the 3D VTuber models with like all the hands and like the facial tracking. I'm like, I love y'all. I can't do it. Go off and spend thousands of dollars on your VTuber model.
Enjoy that.
Gang. But I didn't know this. I thought you had been making content for longer, but you started in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but I was just like, oh, they've been doing this for a while.
I wish.
I mean, I guess it has been 5 years.
Yeah.
I think 2020 is like yesterday, and I'm just like, oh yeah, it's been 5 years since the world imploded.
It's weird to think about because it's very simultaneously, oh, it's been 5 years and it has been 5 years. Like kind of both are true in a way.
But how did you decide to take on content creation? Because it's, for those who are like, oh, content creation's super easy. It's not. Especially like streaming and like making other content on top of that. What made you decide to go down this path?
Well, the world imploded and I lost my job.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. When you have a bunch of free time and you're like, the internet's right there. It is something that I'd wanted to do for a long time. I would say since probably high school. When I started seeing like YouTubers for the first time, I was like, that looks really cool. I want to do that. But I was terrified and I was like, no, there's no way. Like, I'm not cool enough to do that stuff. Yeah, basically the pandemic happened and I lost my job and I was like, you know what? I have all this free time. Why don't I'm very bad at sitting still. I'm not good at doing nothing. So let me just actually try to go for this. So I went live on my PS4. And then after a couple of streams of that, I was like, this is actually fun. Let me try for my PC. And it's been like that since. And then I eventually got into tabletop a couple years after, and then it's been history since. Yeah.
So tabletop came after you started making content.
Yeah, I want to say it was in 2022.
Oh, okay.
But
How did that transition happen? Like, you went from like gaming to like also making TTRPG content.
yeah, somebody reached out to me and was like, "Hey, I'm finding creators who have never tried tabletop before, and I think you'd be like a good fit to try this out. It's a magical girl game," and I was like, "Sign me up! Sign me up!" I had never even done tabletop stuff at all at that point. Like I hadn't even in my own like local world like done campaigns or D&D anything. Um, but I was like, "You said magical girl, so I'm here," and it sounds like theater, and I'm a theater kid, so I'm down. And I fell in love with it, and then I kept seeking out opportunities to be part of more stuff, and then a few years later I started developing my own stuff, and yeah.
Hell yeah. What was the game? Like, what was the system?
I don't remember. It wasn't Girl by Moonlight, or
Was it Thirsty Sword Lesbians?
it wasn't Thirsty Sword Lesbians either.
Okay.
I haven't even heard of the system since. I can't remember the name of it. Like it was a really like small indie, like they found it on itch kind of system.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and I cannot remember the name.
That
of it.
sounds
It was so
fun, though.
It was really good.
Wait. Oh gosh. Why can't I could see the cover? It's like star-crossed? Was it
Not
star-crossed?
star-crossed.
Okay, then because it was
I
like
haven't
that
read
gives
it.
me magical girl feels just by the cover alone. Yeah.
I do want to play Star-Crossed. That does sound fun.
Same. I have it. I bought it in one of those itch bundles, and it's just like I have so many TTRPGs from itch bundles that I'm just like, I just want to play them all. Let me have some good. Let me play some Good Society.
Yes. Oh, that's really fun. I love that.
Good Society sounds so fun. Oh my gosh. It's just like, oh, there's like letters and just cute. I love a good role playing session, like intrigue and everything like that.
Yeah.
It's like the drama. It's like I could deal with combat, but drama, I love drama. I think it's the Gemini in me, and also the drag queen in me.
Gemini. Hello.
Are you a Gemini as well?
I am. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, are you a May Gemini or a June Gemini?
A May Gemini. May 21st.
May 29th. Okay. I see you. Okay.
This is good.
There we go. But you're like, hell yeah. So now, okay, so you've started TTRPGs in 2022. Yeah, around that time. What made you decide to create Taletell Hearts, though? Like, what made you decide to make your own studio?
I really liked working with people. I'm trying to think of what it was. I helped out with a game, with planning a game with Brown Girl Gamer Code, which is a group in the like streaming and like content creation space. And I helped them with a game, and I was like, actually, this is kind of fun, like helping like facilitate the process and like set things up. And through like a lot of thought and a few months of self-doubt, I was like, you know what, let me just try this. This seems like fun, and I do want to produce games, and probably having like a name under which to produce them as would be a good idea, especially because like I want to bring on other people to be part of it. It's never something I wanted to do alone. So yeah, that's kind of how it developed about 2 years ago, I think, almost. No, oh my goodness. Yeah, about 2 years now.
Oh wow.
And yeah, I just said let's go for it, and like try to start like reaching out to people. And I think there's a lot of people who want to do stuff but don't have the knowledge of like how to get it set up, even from like a very beginner setup. So that's kind of what I really wanted to help out with, is like kind of getting people into, hey, here's how you can transition into the more like AP space if that's something you want to do, and give people those building blocks so they can like create their own stuff eventually, because we're very much a hey, let us help you. And we do produce our own stuff, but I think our main goal is to help facilitate people's storytelling. So yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, because a lot of, I will say this right now, as somebody who's had to do the production side as well as the GMing side, like, at the same time for, like, an AP, even if it, like, even one-shots, it is emotionally draining.
Yeah.
Because it's, yeah, and I love the fact that you've taken the knowledge that you've learned in your time in the AP space and been like, I'm here for it. Like, I'm here to share the wealth. Like, let's all make little fun stories.
Yes, especially marginalized focused stories, with, you know, not even just marginalized players, but theming, and people getting to kind of like tell their own stories through AP. So yeah.
I guess, what is a piece of advice that you would give to somebody who's wanting to start like their own studio or get into the production side, if they've either not been in an AP or been like a player or GM in an AP and would want to go more like behind the scenes?
It's a little weird because, like, as far as like looking up specifically, like, I want to find a YouTube video that tells me how to produce an AP. That's not really a thing. From what
It doesn't
I found.
exist.
It doesn't exist. So, somebody make that, or I'll probably make it. God, that's a good idea. Anyway,
Add it to the list of things that you need to do.
God.
That's me. I just added like 4 videos to my list of things to do, and I'm like, what am I doing to myself?
Yeah, tis the curse of creativity. Yeah, I not only like research parts and pieces, like here's how, I mean, I kind of had some knowledge of how OBS worked, but I studied other people's actual plays and kind of like looked at how they set things up. And I asked a lot of questions. That's something that I think was really nice, is that a lot of people in the community were really willing to share their knowledge with me. But I know like reaching out to people can be scary. So I think it'd be cool to make some like, you know, like Googleable resources that people could use. But I would definitely say like reach out to producers that you like kind of enjoy what they do. Ask them if they have the space or just like some starting tips, some advice. That's really the best way, I think, right now. And then doing your own research and saying, okay, like what tools can I use to make this thing happen? And how do I, like, what are the tools that I can use to record, to do audio, to do video? Like, what is the best for the majority of people without, you know, having to get a subscription to somewhere? So, yeah, which...
Subscriptions are the bane of my existence. I think that's the most where my money goes for making content is subscription-based stuff. And I'm like, no shade to Riverside, that's what we're recording on right now, but it's expensive. I paid for a year up front because I had the money at the time, because I was just like, I'm the person who's like, if I have the money at the time and I need to buy something that's going to be pricey, let me get it now, make sure I have it, and then like, I'll be good for a year.
Yeah.
I'll be good for 6 months, I'll be good for a year, and then I'll figure it out on the back end. I'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. But yeah, one of those things is just figuring out the technology is the hardest part, I think. I guess also prepping things and learning just the backwards part of like, this is how, you know, voice levels work, and like a pacing. Oh god. Pacing is I can never get pacing right. I'm one of those people, I'm like, oh, it's been an hour and a half. We should probably take a break right now. Let's Let's go get some water. Do a stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Powder thy nose.
Powder thy nose.
Powder thy nose. That's what I always say it, and people are like, you know, no. It's just, you know.
No, the other one.
The other one.
Legal
Sorry.
one.
Yeah. I just don't want to say, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah. It's like a little more like, I don't know.
Hello. That's why my name sounds so fancy. Is like, I use some fancy terms, but I am trash. I am trash. But actually. What are some things that you're wanting to implement into Taletell now that it's been around and you've been able to either help with production or done some production, because you had like a whole Star Wars weekend last year, and like what's the plans going forward?
Well, this year's been rough because life has been unkind, for various reasons. So a lot of stuff that I've wanted to do has had to go on the back burner. But things are kind of shaping up to where I think I can start transitioning into putting more like direct and consistent energy back into Taletell. So I would like to do more than one charity event a year. Right now we have our Star Wars event that we do in May. I would like to have something that we do maybe like during October, like September, October-ish. We have we'll be announcing it here soon, but we do have a game coming up in a couple weeks. Or a series starting in a couple weeks that is going to be like a little monthly series. So keep an eye on socials for that. And yeah, I'm actually kind of in the middle of planning exacts, but I do also want to start promoting, like really just like showing like, hey, if you have an idea and you're not sure how to like implement it, talk to us. We'd love to help you. And kind of being more of a resource for people and kind of reformatting things to showcase that a bit more.
Are you going to be with those people who are wanting to help and like get their ideas are out there? Are you going to be doing the production and posting it on your own channel, or are you going to be, or like on the Taletell Hearts channel, or are you going to be kind of going into their space and being like, all right, like, you want some help? Let's produce it over here. Or is it going to be like a mixed bag of both?
A mixed bag of both for sure. Because there is our stuff that we're kind of working on, and I get my ideas and I'm like, it'd be really cool if we did this. But also I do want to, like, if other people are like, hey, we just need a producer, like we just need someone to help us like getting things set up and scheduling stuff, I'm like, hey, I love that stuff. I'm a huge spreadsheet nerd. Please let me help you. I have problems. So yeah, both, definitely.
I also am a spreadsheet nerd. I created a whole spreadsheet for like all the business cards. So basically making a digital Rolodex for all the business cards I get at cons. But also to do the production side of this thing, I have a multi-tabbed
Yes.
a multi-tabbed spreadsheet where it's like possible people that I want on the, you know, and I have like little check marks of, and you know, what kind of games they play. Did I contact them? What's their contact information? You know, all that. And then like it goes like by season. It's like season 1. This is season 2. And then like I just made the tab for season 3 the other day, and I'm like, I'm not gonna plan that. I already put like the dates on there, and I was like, I'm not gonna look at that until December.
It's ready.
It's ready. I love pre-planning. I'm very much I will give myself anxiety if I do things last minute.
Yep.
So I'm just like, yep, let me just, I've been conditioned by the government. I blame the government.
It's not a terrible skill to have.
Yeah.
The government, but pre-planning is great.
Yeah. the government knows so much. Pre-planning because you just don't want to be late and everything like that.
That is
chefs.
Yeah, I have a spreadsheet. I'm trying to get it out on my coffee, however you say it. But basically I have like a production like spreadsheet that's like multi-tab, and it's like, here is where your like pitch information is, and here is where you can keep track of your cast information, and here are some like character sheets if you want to throw that in there too. So yeah, I have something like that I'm working on, that I started for another project, but I want to make it like generic so multiple people can use it and then like put it out there.
I love that. Oh, I might have to grab that off your Ko-fi. I might have to do it. I love a good spreadsheet. It's the same with like though I don't like how the direction that Notion is going with all the AI, but like Notion sites, I love a good Notion site. As soon as they're like AI, I'm like, God damn it, really? Do we have to implement AI? Can I turn it off?
Yeah.
Is there a turn off button? Do I have to have it? Please. I don't wanna.
Yeah, Notion's been really disappointing me with that lately.
Because it was like, oh, this is like a perfect idea. I like got this production like content calendar from somebody. Like I paid for it. And I downloaded it and I have it for my Notion and I, everything. And then I'm just like, I don't want AI. Why we gotta have AI? Please.
Turn it off, please. At least give me the option to turn it off.
I don't want it. Exactly. If there was, like, hey, companies out there, like, this is also with Riverside. Hey, Riverside. Everybody. Let me just turn off the AI option. I don't need it. I don't need you to transform me and my guest face into fucking felt puppets. I don't need an AI chatbot to help me walk through your program. If I've been using it for a while, yeah, that's a whole other thing.
I can look up the wiki, the docs.
Exactly. Have a good wiki page. Mm-hmm. If people need AI to get through a program, they're not exactly. It's not intuitive, or they're just not willing to learn your program. Yeah. And that is going to be a problem with retention. Mm-hmm. So that's a whole nother. That I could go into. Just
that's so fair. I could too. I really could too.
It's like I could just talk a bunch of shit right now. So you're also a voice actor on top of like everything else you do. Everything else you do. How did you get into that field? Were you doing that pre-pandemic, or is this like another thing that you like added because of the pandemic?
Because of the pandemic. However, what kind of made me go, oh, this is something that I could like, I feel like I could translate other skills into. I do have like 12 years of like vocal performance training.
Perfect.
So I was like, oh, learning to like manipulate your voice in certain ways. Like, I feel like I could use those skills into like voice acting. So yeah.
What's some advice for AP people who are, because there's a lot of AP people who get into voice acting, or voice actors who get into AP. What is some advice for both groups?
For voice actors trying to get into AP, it's a little easier because like, okay, let's start the other way first. For AP performers trying to get into voice acting, it is a very, very, very difficult like if you're trying to make money from it, it is an extremely difficult field to get into. And you kind of have to, in a way, like take what you can get. You gotta like work on making a reel, which I haven't made yet. There's a lot of steps if you want to do it like as a career. If you're just trying to get into it for like to enhance your actual play performance, that is completely like, definitely go for it. Look into, there's a lot of resources on YouTube. This is one that definitely has resources you can find on YouTube. There are like breakdowns of different accents. Like you're like, hey, I want my character to be British, and I actually like want them to sound actually British. There's research you can do on specific types of accents over there. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I actually had to study one recently, and I can't remember the exact name of it. But it was for Bridgerton, not Bridgerton. It was for Castleton.
The cool Bridgerton.
yeah, the cooler Bridgerton. Yes. I can't remember. It's a specific British accent. That is named to that time, and I can't think of what it is. But anyway, research that kind of stuff. Definitely like look into it. If you just practice different voices. Don't be afraid to, because it's scary. But you're practicing, you're learning something, and give yourself that grace to trial and error. Nobody's perfect. I was playing when I was playing in oh my goodness, Shadows of Gotham. Oh my god, what's it called? The Gotham game that we played.
Yeah, Shadows of Gotham. Yeah.
Okay, I was like, am I missing a word there? No, Shadows of Gotham. When I was doing that, Sam, their southern accent kept invading my brain so bad, and I was trying really hard to like hold on to this like low-key Bostonian-ish, New Yorkish accent. Oh man, it was so hard. So give yourself some grace, especially when you got a lot of accents going on when you're around cool, talented people. From the other side, if you want to get into, if you're a voice actor trying to get into actual play, study improv, and really focus on the collaborative aspects of it, because it is an extremely collaborative thing. You learn your yes ands. It's something that you don't always really get to do when you're recording by yourself in a booth with a script. So I say definitely like take a theater class or take an improv class, take an acting class. All of those will really help you not only with because the performance aspect, a lot of like voice actors have. Most actually do a lot of facial stuff that I have found. But I think when it comes to collaborative storytelling, which is like my favorite part of actual play, really study that and see how people work together when it comes to creating characters, watch stuff. Yeah, I say that's my advice.
I love that advice, because gosh, I've tried to learn accents. I've done the thing where I'll go on YouTube and I'll look up like Chicago native accent, and be like, okay, let me just sound like a weirdo for like a couple of days trying to get this accent down, and like, because my I don't have an accent. Some people say I do, but this is my normal speaking voice, and then maybe if I get angry, I'll add some like it'll get a little bit southern, but like I'm very like neutral. I think that's just a thing that happens, is like your voice becomes neutral after a while, especially if you're around a bunch of different people from a bunch of different backgrounds. You're like, all right, cool.
Yeah, I wonder if a lot of these accents have a name. So I wonder if it's like, if this is like a standard American
standard
or something.
I saw a video of somebody doing a standard American, and it sounded very Midwesterner. And I'm like, I don't know if that's standard American. I
wonder,
or it was like it was like a Midwestern mixed with like a mid-Atlantic accent.
Oh.
So like Virginia, South Carolina, Tennessee, all in that area. I was like,
maybe
what
there's like
is going on?
Southeast standard and then like a Northeast standard. Like maybe divided like that.
Maybe
and there's other stuff peppered in there.
I did watch a video of somebody explaining the difference, and it became like a geographical difference of like whenever you hit, oh God, what did he say? It's like whenever you hit the like after Maryland, I think it or like right above DC, there is like a different way to do like a certain type of word or like letter combination, and then it changes as soon as you get like Virginia, South Carolina, Georgia.
Mhm.
And then it picks back up whenever you're like out and like into like Texas, Oklahoma, and things like that. I was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
what word was it? Was it you? Like YOU?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. It was some word. Somebody can look it up. It's the guy that's on Wired all the time. That's like that does all the accent like breakdowns and is like, this is how they did this accent, and like this is how you can replicate this. So because I was specifically looking for like how to do a Chicagoan accent, and was like, oh, how do you do this? Because I'm not from Chicago. I'm like, well, I've never been to Chicago. I've only seen things on TV, and I'm like, well, let me look this up real quick.
We try our best.
Exactly. It's the only thing I know about Chicago is Malort. That's it.
Lord, I've heard of this. Yes,
I've heard of it. I'm scared to try it.
Yeah. Not something I'm eager to experience. Quite frankly.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know if I want to deal with this right now. I'm good. I've had my fill of bad liquors in my lifetime.
Yeah.
It's
like I don't need more.
So you said something about Shadows of Gotham, and I love Lila. How did you come up with that character concept? Did you want your character to be like a vigilante? How did that character creation go for you?
Oh boy. So getting like cast in that in the first place was a very pleasant surprise, but definitely a surprise. I was like, okay. Okay, cool. Me? Okay, yeah, I'll do it. And then I was like, oh God, I gotta create a character. I'm around all these amazing performers. Oh God, oh God, oh God. And I was kind of like the way I start characters depends. Sometimes I have an idea that just immediately comes to me based on a playbook or something. This one I struggled with a little bit. So I just read the information that Edward gave us about like the world and the history. And I started with creating a Pinterest board. And I was just adding stuff like about like Gotham in general. So like very Batman themed, different Gotham themed stuff. And I started there. And a meme came up of it's like the girl in like the little pink dress, and she's like walking and like talking on her phone. I think it's from that like the girl like who like picks up a book and becomes smart or whatever. Like that very I think it's the first image from that, and it's like this like girl in like the short little pink dress.
Yeah, the bimbo evolution.
Yeah, the bimbo evolution thing. Yeah.
That one. Yeah.
Thing. I love the ones that they do where they like actually they're two different girls and girlfriends.
And they're girlfriends. And yes.
That's
it's like, yes. Let them be girlfriends.
Let them be girlfriends. Let the bimbo and the bookworm be girlfriends.
Exactly.
I love that. But yeah, so it was that image on like some screenshot from like I think the Gotham TV show, and it said me like on my way to Starbucks in the middle of Gotham or something, like at like 5 p.m. I forget exactly what it said, but it was basically like, this is like me in Gotham just like do minding my business. I'm like, that is the vibe that I'm gonna go for this character. So I thought of, okay, for someone to realistically survive in Gotham though, like that, who has that kind of like maybe like kind of more I guess Valley Girl, like kind of ditzy, not ditzy, but anyway, that's kind of what it developed from. Then Lila just became this person, and I was like, I feel like of all the things that she could be, vigilante would be a very interesting thing to explore, especially as somebody who has like, I have loved like a lot of like Gotham themed like media, but I like the people that I played with, and this is the reason I was so intimidated, they're like, oh yeah, I've read like theory papers about it. I'm like, I want to read theory papers about it. I don't have the time like to read a bunch of them. I read a couple beforehand. But I was like, I want to be at that level. I'm not at that level. So I thought vigilante would be a great way. And making somebody who's like newer to town would be a great way to kind of help myself enter the world a little better from kind of like my knowledge point.
And Shadows to Gotham is your first time at the WWP table, correct?
It was very fun.
How does it feel to come into a multi-nominated, award-nominated, and winning space and be like, all right, let's make this fucking happen, Captain?
Intimidating a little bit, you know? It's scary because you're like, oh wow, like I've seen the stories that they've told and like the amazing performances that have come out of those stories. And while it is scary, it's also like empowering because it's like, oh, I want to be able to like work with people who have a mindset that like want to tell stories in that way and want to tell like deep immersive stories, and like really get into like character dynamic and creation. So I was terrified but excited, for sure. And it was just the entire process was incredible. Just even more. I already knew it was going to be a good experience, but it was just so beautifully done. And everyone that was involved was really great, and like the way we all worked together, and like the messages we were sending each other, you know, behind the scenes. Just
I could tell whenever y'all were typing. I was just like,
what
the fuck just
did
happened?
you give Lila recently? Question mark, question mark. What gadgets do I have? It was definitely something I sent Kappa a lot. But yeah, I think that's also, they're really good at curating tables that like mesh well together. And that was a wonderful thing to be a part of, is just be with these awesome people who all had like similar mindsets on safety and storytelling. Yeah, it was so much fun. I had so much fun.
There's also the aspect of a WWP table, because it is running a game for charity, that chaos will ensue because chat wants drama to happen. I am one of those people. I totally donated a couple of times. I was just like, no, let this play out, please. More drama.
And drama happened. My God.
So much drama happened.
So good though. So
how did that help you? Because that is getting those incentives, those charity incentives in, is a very like hard thing to take in at once if it's a very new aspect for you, and then you're like, okay, I have to like improv and like cobble together something really quick. How did you work through that to like kind of did it improve your improv skills a little bit?
Oh yeah, definitely. And it was made easier by Edward's storytelling. In like, just not only is he just an incredible, amazing storyteller who just, you are just enthralled the entire time he's speaking, he is also extremely collaborative and very much meet you where you are, in terms of story, like the master of yes and, truly. When something like that happens, there's an understanding there that, okay, we are shifting things. Let's see how we can best balance this with what's going on, with what I know like about you and your character, and like you and your needs as a storyteller, because behind the scenes and like before shows, like he was always very, very invested in that too. Which was awesome. So when those moments came, like we kind of knew no matter what, we as performers would be taken care of. Which is what made those moments a lot more intense, because we're like, okay, things are going to get intense, but we know ultimately like Edward's not going to do something to us that's going to like make us upset. You know, like they're going to do something that stays with the story, but then also like our needs and our desires when it came to the character in the story and what we wanted to do with it. So that safety was a big part of it. But yeah, definitely having somebody appear at my character's house, in case somebody hasn't seen it, I don't want to spoil anything. That was a moment, and the roles were not good for it. And
I was watching that live, and I was like, oh no. Oh no! Oh
It
no!
was bad.
I was like,
But
are we about to? Are we about to not have? Oh no, because I'm not spoiling. Y'all go over to the WWP Twitch right now and go watch it. It's 8 episodes?
yes, I want to say 8.
Yes, 8 to 10, something like that.
Yeah.
Usually WWP series are like 8 to 10 episodes, so it's great.
Yes.
And as somebody who just got to guest, I was just like,
You did so amazing.
I was just like, I can't wait. I was like in the chat because I had already known, and I was just like in the chat. I was like, I wonder who else is gonna be here.
Who else?
Who else?
We'll have to see.
I mean, we started the season with Nightwing and Batgirl. Like,
With
God.
freaking Justice and Darby.
Yeah, so freaking good.
Oh my god.
And it just kept getting better and better. I was like, what's happening?
It was beautiful. They did so well when it came to like all of those kind of, I kind of want to call them vignettes.
Yeah, the vignettes.
Yeah. Incredibly done. Just, oh man, like we were backstage like, let me go and do all my personal stuff so I can come back and watch. Like, screw the break, what is going on?
I'd be like keeping my headphones in, muting a mic, and being like,
Like I'm in here like making a quick sandwich with my headphones. Oh yeah. So good.
I can't wait for season 2. They've already announced that there's going to be a season 2, and I'm just like, I can't wait. I can't wait. I want more.
Either. I think we're all very excited about a season 2 coming up eventually.
Heck yeah.
Like the cast was all definitely like, so it's over. And Edward was like, maybe not, maybe. So
Maybe
like,
not, maybe.
let's go for it.
I told, after we recorded our vignette, I was just like, if you ever need me again, I will be there. I will be there, right? I will put on the wig.
I will put the wig back on.
I will put the wig back on. I will be your Pamela Isley.
Incredible Pamela Isley. Incredible Pamela.
It was like a mix of like animated series, the movie, obviously, and then like the new one, the new like Harley Quinn show, and I was just like, I was like, I alluded to it. Come on. I was just like, where's Harley at? Where's my girlfriend?
Where's my girlfriend?
Where's my girlfriend?
And then a couple episodes later, they bring in
Yeah.
the perfect Harley. God.
I know, right? I was just like, girlfriend!
There she is. My Harley Quinn. Yes.
Thank you.
Harley is my, like, comfort character, so that was just, oh, man, having Dylan play that was so good. They are so good.
I was just like, yes. So, what are... You've been able to do Shadows of Gotham, and then this, like, with Castleton, it's like Good Society meets D&D meets just all sorts of stuff. What are some systems that you want to explore coming, like, in the future? If you're either telling them with Taletell or you're, like, invited to the table.
And now that I'm trying to think about it, I'm blanking. Like, I was literally talking about this the other day where I'm like, oh, I really want to play a blank game. But there's a lot of systems out there that I want to kind of explore, like a lot of narrative-based systems. D&D is actually, like, the one I've played the least. I really, like, I'm a big Monster of the Week girly. I love a Monster of the Week. It's a classic. It feels good. I definitely want to explore more, like, horror. 10 Candles is something that and it doesn't even have to be. I mean, 10 Candles is typically horror, but well, it depends. But I want to play 10 Candles really, really bad. I love characters.
I have been wanting. Whenever I saw a 10 Candles show, like they put it on YouTube and I had watched it, I was just like, oh, I have to play this. I don't like horror that much because I'm a big scaredy baby. I'm, she says as she gets invited to horror games all the time. But I don't know, the doom aspect of like everybody will die. And I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fun. And then the candle aspect of it, if you don't know what 10 candles is, you should go look it up. Like the candle aspect of like you have to take out like at the end of the scene you have to get rid of a candle, or like you can accidentally end a scene by just doing a hand motion too fast. I'm like, oh, I need this in my soul. I want to either be at a 10 candles table or tell a 10 candles story. It's so good.
The last 2 Star Wars events that we've done have had 10 candles or like one shots, and they were both just, oh man, they were both beautiful. The one this year was Alderaan. If anyone is familiar with Star Wars, it was literally the last day on Alderaan.
That's so sad. Oh,
it was tragic and beautiful. It was so.
I'm gonna have to go watch that because that just sounds amazing and also heartbreaking all at the same time.
You're familiar with Rara? They GM'd it.
Yep, I'm gonna have to go watch this right now. Like right after this. We're ending the sad. Right now. We're all gonna go.
We're all gonna go watch 10 Candles and be really sad.
So plug your shit. This is the point of the episode where I say plug your shit. Let people know where you're at, where they can find you. What's up next? But yeah.
So Calamity, you can find me as Calamity with 3 Y's at the end on all the things. Again, I do tabletop production and performance, and I also do content creation, like streaming video games, because I love video games and I used to work in them. I still kind of work in them. It's a long story. But you can also find work I do over at Taletell Hearts. And we are going to be announcing here soon our next series that we're doing. It's going to be a monthly series, a monthly mini-series. So for the next couple of months, we're going to have an episode per month starting on a very special day that's coming up this month. The only thing I'll say right now, actually, it'll probably be announced by the time this comes out, but it's fine. I'll go ahead and say it. Oh, wait, when is this episode?
Editor Shelly, edit this out.
Edit this out, Shelly.
Shelly. Future Shelly. Your episode... God, everything's moving so slow. Your episode comes out October 27th.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, rewind, and go and check out our Vampire the Masquerade miniseries that you can find over on Taletell Hearts, GM'd by the incredible Jeremy Cobb. And it is called Harlem by Night. And if people like it, maybe we'll do more. But the first episode came out on BIPOC Vamp Day, so you can see that. And the second episode, I think, will be out by the time it's coming out. So, yeah, check it out.
Need you say more? Jeremy Cobb, Vampire the Masquerade, horror
Candace
with Jeremy Cobb,
Vinvox VA, and Charmfoolery.
Need you fucking say more? Need you? No, I'm gonna be sat eating popcorn. I love a good VTM story, but
They're so good. They're so good. It's so good.
Love it. I love it. I love it so much. Is it gonna be pre-recorded or is it gonna be live?
Pre-recorded, and then the episodes will premiere on Twitch and YouTube.
Amazing. Well, you can find all of Calamity's links and Taletell Hearts links down below. Make sure you check out that vampire show. I'm very, very excited about it. Speaking of finding people on the internet, you can find me everywhere on the internet at Shelly Von Miller, because branding is important and people gotta find you. Speaking of finding people, you can find me and all the all the behind the scenes stuff on Fourth Wall and Patreon, where you get early access to the podcast and access for paid members. Fourth Wall doesn't allow free videos. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I wanted to host it natively, that's why. But you can catch table sets over on Patreon and Fourth Wall memberships, which we're going to go record right after this. Anyways, I love you guys very much, and I will see you on the internet. Goodbye!